Welcome back to the Junkman. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with another video. It's time for a nooner. This video we do at noon. At least Eastern time is noon. No telling what time it is out there when you watch this. And another video at Eastern time, 8 o'clock. That's right, 2 videos a week. And you're saying, what about Wednesday night? You don't do a video Wednesday night. I do a live stream on Wednesday night. The action figure call-in show. We take that call-in show, we turn it into a podcast and upload it to any podcast app that you have on Sunday night. So finally, you get to have your voice heard. I know you don't get to hear just people talk on YouTube about toys, action figures, pop culture. Now you get to have your voice heard. So wherever you get your podcast, look for the action figure call-in show. Now I got that out of the way. Let's talk about celebrity dolls. Now I've done a couple of videos on celebrity dolls. This one's going to be more of a top 10, a little bit more than 10, and go through each one because I'm always amazed with celebrity dolls. Most of these were done in the 70s, they did some in the 80s, and they just always pick some oddball things to turn into dolls back then. Like I said, I've done 2 videos kind of looking at these, but this is more of a top 10 list. So let's go through. Again, I said it's a top 10 list, a little bit more than 10. It's not really in any kind of order, just random order. But I like number 1. Number 1 is pretty cool, so I think you'll enjoy that one also. So let's start with this one here. We're going to go sports. At first, I was like, sports, it doesn't sound like a sports name. Broadway. I was like, this is some kind of actor on Broadway. But no, it's the guy from the Brady Bunch, episode 402. Broadway Joe Namath. That's right, Joe Namath. Now, he's a football player. I knew him as the guy in the 70s that wore the furry coats. I didn't watch football, so I just knew him as the guy from the Brady Bunch, and he liked to wear fur coats. I was like, why is that man wearing a fur coat? Mama, why is that man wearing a fur coat? Could never figure out the answer. He looked like a dainty lad. Yes, he did. But anyway, Joe Namath. Broadway Joe Namath. They had some clothes that came with this figure too, that you could buy separately. And the package had a little shape of his head on the box. It was very, very odd. There we go, right there. Joe Namath. Joe Namath. Oh, this is one that, one I wish I had as a kid. We all know Donny and Marie. Well, what about Jimmy Osmond? Donny, Marie Osmond, and Jimmy Osmond. Yeah, I can't remember the last name. Jimmy Osmond. Who is Jimmy Osmond? Well, this is where I would play a clip of the famous song he sings that I love. But every time I put this clip on, I get demonetized. But I like putting the clip up because it's just a great song. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's your Larry J. Wampa with Jimmy Osmond. Jimmy Osborne. Is that his name? Jimmy Osborne? Donny and Marie Osmond. Sorry. Jimmy Osmond. I need to take better notes. Jimmy Osmond with a long-haired lover from Liverpool.
I'll be your long-haired lover from Liverpool. I'll do anything you say. I'll be a clown, your puppet, even your April Fool. I'll be your sunshine daisy from L.A. I'll be your long-haired lover from Liverpool.
Coming in at number 7 for the week, that's Jimmy Osmond with Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool. That's a very bad Casey Kasem. Remember that Casey Kasem's Countdown? Was there anything better than in the 80s growing up and listening to the 80s Casey Kasem Countdown Top 40? I like Bob Ingram. But, yeah, Casey Kasem. Remember when he got angry? Remember that clip? Anyway, okay, we got that out of the way. Jimmy Osmond right there. Number 9. It's a celebrity. Here's man, she was big in the 70s, a little big in the early 80s, and then dropped off the planet. Christy McNichol. That's right, a Christy McNichol doll. They made a Christy McNichol doll. Actually, you could play with Christy McNichol. Who is Christy McNichol? She was a great actress. She had a little TV show, did some movies and everything. Let's be honest, we all knew she was a lesbian before she did. I didn't even know what a lesbian was, but I knew Christy McNichol was one. And don't get me wrong, I love Christy McNichol. I like that tomboy look when I was younger. You know, I didn't go for the Blair. I didn't go for the fancy. I like the tomboy, but we kind of all knew. We wasn't surprised when he came out, like in the 90s. I think she came out in the 2000s. She was a lesbian. Nothing wrong with it. Trust me. But didn't surprise. And now if Jodie Foster says she was a lesbian, that would be a surprise. Okay, there we go right there. Scratch my nose. Okay. Oh, another sports one. We got another sports one. Here you go, another sports one right here. Whew, people would kill for this action figure, or doll, whatever you want to call it. O.J. Simpson. That's right. You know him as the murderer suspect. But before he murdered people, or allegedly murdered people, he was an action hero. Well, a football hero, and they made a doll. Some people might say these action figures, I'm still going to call them dolls. Celebrity doll of O.J. Simpson. Doesn't come with a knife. Doesn't come with a knife. Doesn't come with the bloody glove either, because it wouldn't fit. And we must have quit. Okay. Let's see. Oh, look at this one right here. Jimmy Osmond. They made a doll of Jimmy Osmond. Can you believe it? I believe they made Donny and Marie Osmond. Okay, I can see that. How about the Osmond brothers? They didn't make them all. Nope, they just made Jimmy. Who is Jimmy? Well, he had a big hit in the 70s with a song called A Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool. Now, I can't play the clip for you, or we will get demonetized every time I try to play it. So here's my good buddy Gangster Chewbacca with his rendition of A Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool.
Yo, check this out. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. I'll be your leprechaun. I'll sit up under that old toadstool. I'll serenade you till I'm old and gray. Cause I'll be your long-haired lover from Liverpool. You'll be my sunshine daisy from LA, and I'll be your lazy daisy from the mountainside. Because see, I'm your long-haired lover from Liverpool.
There's Gangsta Chewbacca with A Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool. And if there's anyone that knows about being a long-haired lover, it's Gangsta Chewbacca. Now, where were we now? Oh, here we go. This is a good one here. This is technically from the Partridge Family, but we're going to say it's based on the actor anyway. Susan Day. Can you believe it? A doll of Susan Day. I think she played Laurel on Partridge Family. You know, I don't even remember the Partridge Family. I know what it is and everything about it. I've seen it on TV, but it wasn't like the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch was always in heavy rotation when I was growing up. The Partridge Family, no. I just remember they had that weird school bus, and they had that Danny Bonaducci. He might have been one of the ugliest kids on television in the 70s. And that's saying a lot, because there's a lot of ugly people on television in the 70s. But you had Susan Day, a doll, or you can call it an action figure, Susan Day, before she was on LA Law. Susan Day. Let me see what else we got here. Here we go. Brother and sister. Well, you probably thought they were a lover in the 70s. We're not talking Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. We're talking Donny and Marie Osmond. Yeah, they made a Donny and Marie Osmond. Can you believe that? I couldn't believe that either. I remember my grandmother had a Donny Osmond doll at our house for years in the box. I don't know why she kept this thing for years. I don't know. I think she bought it from my sister. My sister must have already had one, or she was like, I want an Andy Gibb doll. So she didn't get it, but yeah. Whew. Donny Marie Osmond. You know who else they made? Their brother, Jimmy Osmond. And now, being I can't play his hit song, Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool, here's our own Primetime Charlie with his rendition of Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool.
I would know it. Oh, you know JoJo did a cover of the Miley Cyrus song. Oh my God, what was it? Oh my God, I can't believe the Miley Cyrus. You know the Miley Cyrus played Hamilton. Oh my God, I love Hamilton. Oh my God, Hamilton. But Oliver would come over her house and all over like, what you doing, Hamilton? Oh my God, Hamilton. I'm Miley Cyrus. Oh my God, it was so funny. I love that show. That was so great.
That might be worse than the original right there. That might be worse than the original. Let's look at this one right here. Whoa. Can't believe they made this. Is the shocker. Out of everything on the list, this is the shocker. Get ready to have your pants shocked. Get ready for this. Are you ready? Phone your neighbors. Wake your mother. Tell everyone. Look at this one right here. Bobby Orr. Yeah, they made a doll of Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr. Who is Bobby Orr? You don't know who Bobby Orr is? I don't either. Probably some soccer player or something. I don't know. Maybe it's some from another country. I don't know who Bobby Orr is, but just had to throw that up here. Look at this one. Woo! Now, this shows that will make anything back in the 70s. Really, what kid was screaming for this? Marla Gibbs' doll. You know, Florence from the Jefferson. But this isn't Florence. It's not a Florence doll. It's not a Jefferson's line. It's Marla Gibbs, the actress, had her own doll line. Sure, she was funny on the Jeffersons. But who watched the Jeffersons and said, man, I can't wait to get a doll of the actress so I can play like I'm going on 227 auditions. Marla Gibbs. They made a doll of Marla Gibbs. I'm just as shocked as you are. Just as shocked as you are. Well, it's not as shocking as this one. This one takes the cake. This one shocks me the most. Did you know they made a doll of Jimmy Osmond? Yeah, the little brother of Donny and Marie Osmond, or cousin or something. I'm just going to say his brother. I don't really know. He had a song called Long Hair Lover from Liverpool. It was a great hit. I tried to play some clips on here, but it always gets demonetized. So now, here is Dusty with her rendition of Long Hair Lover from Liverpool.
Oh, you want me to sing? Shucks, I didn't know. Okay, I'm a long hair lover from Liverpool. What is a Liverpool? It sounds like it might be in French, y'all. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I'm a long hair lover from Liverpool.
Even Dusty's singing about that long hair lover from Liverpool. Yes, there we go. Well, we got a few more here. Number 3, talking about a long hair lover. We're talking John Travolta. That's right. We're not talking to him as a sweat hog. We're talking about the actor himself. John Travolta got a doll. That's right. You could take home John Travolta. You could play with him, act like you're going to a Scientology meeting or something. It'd be a lot of fun. That's right. John Travolta. Man. It'd be better if it was Vince Vega, but it's not. It's John Travolta. So there we go. John Travolta. Number two. This is a 2 set. You can buy it separately, but you would need to buy them both. I don't know who would buy just one. It's a captain. It's not Captain Kirk. And who's the second most famous captain of the 70s? You got it. Captain and Tennille. That's right. They made a Captain and Tennille doll. I don't know what he's a captain of. Captain and Tennille. No, his name's not Ann. I thought his name was Ann. I thought it was just one person, Captain and Tennille. But it's not. It's 2 people. It's a man and a woman, Captain Tennille. And they made Captain and Tennille dolls. Oh, my goodness. What will they come up with next? Crazy. Well, look at this one. This one's even crazier. I cannot believe they made this one. They made a doll of Jimmy Osmond. The little Osmond from Donny and Marie show. You know, he had a huge hit back in the 70s called Long Hair Lover from Liverpool. That's right. And I can't play it. It get demonetized and everything. So here is Randy the Rancor with his rendition of Long Hair Lover from Liverpool. I'm the long hair lover from Liverpool. I know you think I'm from England, but I'm from Liverpool. I'm the long hair lover from Liverpool. That's the sweet sounds of Randy the Rancor with his cover of Long Hair Lover from Liverpool. You heard me right, Long Hair Lover from Liverpool. We got number 1. Well, I got one that's really scary. We're going to save it for last. But this is actually technically number 1. The last one's not a celebrity or anything. It's just really scary doll I found when I was looking up these, so I wanted to show it to you. But here's number 1. This is a great one right here. Woo! Let's get on the job. Let's go working 9 to 5. We're talking Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton. And didn't come with a Porter Wagner. It would have been great if it came with a Porter Wagner, but it didn't. Sadly, we didn't get a Porter Wagner. But we did get Dolly Parton. That's right. Not based on her character from 9 to 5. Not based on her character from the best little whorehouse in Texas. Just based on the actress herself, Dolly Parton. Bet your dad would have loved to have that doll back in the 70s. I bet he would have. Now, let's look at the scariest one I found when I was searching these up. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, Junkman, we know you're going to tell us it's Jimmy Osmond. We know what you're doing. But no, it's not. Check out this ugly, scary doll. Can you imagine having it in the 70s? I would have pissed myself. Here goes. Whoa! Now that is what I call terrifying. That's worse than that clown under the bed in Poltergeist, I tell you what. Now, Before we get out of here, I want to do one more thing. One more thing before we get out of here. Here's the Junkman with his rendition of Long Hair Lover from Liverpool. Hey, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. It's been a really good show, except for that guy right there on the third row. Yeah, you stay home next time. Anyway, I want to do one more song for you. Go back to 1973, a big hit for Jimmy Osmond, the little brother of Donny and Marie Osmond. You may know this one here. He wrote this back in 1972 when he was taking a sabbatical over in England, a little small town over there you probably heard of it called Liverpool. He wrote this song right here for you. I'm going to close this out tonight, but I'll be back next Thursday here at the Holiday Inn Express, and let's go. Well, I think I've ran that bit into the ground, so I'm going to get out of here. Tell me about some celebrity dollars you had as a kid, you saw as a kid. Maybe your sister or brother had them as a kid, or you're like, I can't believe they made that. Let me know that and more in the comments below. And until the video tonight, we will talk again.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.